Hello and welcome to the Small Business Sweet Spot. I'm your host, Barb Davids, and this show is dedicated to helping small business owners like you get more organic website traffic, and also to help create and distribute content and analyzing the numbers so that we can make better informed marketing decisions. It is action-oriented, direct, and conversational. And if you've been looking for SEO or content marketing help, please stick around to the very end where I share about the group coaching program, Small Business Sweet Spot. I'm so glad you're here. Let's go. Welcome back to the Small Business Sweet Spot and to the last part of this 3-part episode series on creating a content marketing strategy. If you haven't listened to parts 1 and 2 of this series, you'll want to go back and listen. In part 1, I covered what the strategy entails, how to identify your audience, content categories, and metrics. Part 2 covers budget, types of content, organizing the content, and what channels to target. This final part, let's cover ideation, creation, publishing, and distribution. Coming up with one idea or theme that's at the center of several content pieces is a great way to batch your work, which can save you time. Batching just means doing the same type of tasks all at the same time. For example, coming up with social media post ideas one day, writing the captions another day, and creating the visuals another, and finally scheduling them. There are 2 approaches to ideation. 1, determine what's missing in your content in each buyer journey stage, something that I talked about in the last episode. The second is to let the keywords you want to rank for or improve position for guide you. Maybe you're sitting on page 2 or 3 for a keyword. What content can you create that will support the keyword and content you already have? The keywords themselves likely fall into different buyer journey stages. If you already create content for your business, revisit the content you have available, checking its performance. Some questions you can ask when evaluating existing content. Can it be improved? Are there related topics you can cover? Are there any repurposing opportunities? Also consider holidays, promotions, and all ideas either you've got in your head or in a list. If you're looking for a more in-depth evaluation, I invite you to check the show notes to my blog post audit workshop. It shares how to evaluate all your blogs and gives you a clear understanding of what content is worth your time to update. Now let's dive back into ideation. Once you have the topics, add them to your editorial calendar. Include the type of content and the channels it will be distributed to. Now we've reached the point in the strategy where it's time to create your content. This is where you grab a drink, turn on the tunes, and get focused. Or send a brief to your designer, copywriter, or videographer. There's not much more to say about this portion, just get her done and hit publish. But it doesn't stop there. It needs regular distribution. You may want certain pieces of content to keep showing up in front of your audience more than others. So how do you decide what to share often? Keep an eye on those metrics we talked about earlier. Keep sharing the ones that have metrics that hit your goals. An example timeline for redistribution is after the initial publish date, republish 14 days after, 30, 90, and 120. After this point, your content can go into the review stage for a refresh so your audience doesn't grow numb to it. When creating content, you might want to note if different formats are needed for repurposing and distributing. Okay, that's it for this series. In the show notes, you'll find a handy checklist that covers all the bits I've covered in this 3-part content marketing strategy series. Stay tuned for more episodes on making your business thrive online. See you in the next sweet spot. Cheers. Thank you for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you're looking for SEO and content marketing help, consider joining the Small Business Sweet Spot. It's a group coaching program where you can get answers to your questions about your business directly and clarity around the marketing strategies that you would like to implement in your business. You can find all kinds of information at compassdigitalstrategies.com. And if you like the episode, please tell a friend. Cheers.